These men are a bunch of simps. Simp, you're a fucking simp. Why do I feel like I'm the man right now? This guy's like,
Whoa, wait a minute. Simps? First of all, what's wrong with being a simp? Before you comment your thoughts under this video, I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting a wall. Today, my question is, why does this woman feel like she's the man? Why do women constantly say this? And how do you feel about it? Remember, comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're gonna finish this video so we can see if she respects simps or why she doesn't like simps. Most importantly, why does she feel like the man? Let's see if any of those questions get answered. Also, let's have this talk. So like the video, then subscribe to the channel because I'm posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
these men are a bunch of simps. Simp, you're a fucking simp. Why do I feel like I'm the man right now? This guy's like, do you even miss me at all? What the hell? No?
Wait a minute. Why does she feel like that is not a valid question? That's an interest question, meaning, are you feeling me? Do we have anything going on? Maybe we'll get the answer. Let's continue.
Like, what is there to miss? I'll wait. What is there to miss? Also, cash out me before you text me. You're disrespectful as
Cash app her? Who the hell does she think is gonna cash app her? This is the reason why I'm asking you guys what's wrong with being a simp. I'm not saying that I'm a simp, but what I'm saying is, or what I'm asking is, what's wrong with being a simp? These are the men that are paying for this woman's lifestyle. She is literally biting the hand that's feeding her. For instance, if a man wants to bring a woman flowers, right? Because he wants to make her feel good or make her feel special, and he brings those flowers, why is it okay for her to call him a simp? In fact, the reason why men are simps is because that man is trying to show her that he's emotionally available. On top of that, the majority of men believe that women want to be spoken to like this. So it's not that she feels like the man. You know what? Here's a saying that I just came up with. When women talk, do you think that she's telling you the truth or do you think she's telling you how she feels? Because I'm gonna tell you, women don't tell you the truth. They tell you how they feel. Now, if the truth just so happens to line up with how she feels, then boom, you get a little bit of the truth. But for the most part, you're not gonna get the truth. You're just gonna understand, or you're just gonna get a understanding of how she feels. Now, I hope you guys have noticed something that is relevant in a lot of these conversations. Women are taking out their hearts and exchanging them for BBLs because they know that once they have that BBL, that they now have a super suit on and they're looking for payment. Every single time they're having conversations with men, they're looking for payment. They think that this is how men actually want to conversate with women. This is why.
So she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then...
This is why she's disrespecting the simps. The simps are the one who's blown her head up. The simps are the one who has allowed her to get out of the relationship that she was in. The simps are the ones who make her feel good about the decision she made to exchange her heart for a BBL. The simps are the ones that are doing that because the simps are the ones who will cash app her. Anytime that you guys are listening to a woman speak, you always have to think to yourself, am I talking to a wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger? Now, the reason I always ask that is because if this woman were honest, which who knows if she was honest, right? But we always hear women say, oh, give me the choice. Let me know if you're talking to a whole bunch of women. Let me know. Tell me, because I want to know. I have the right to know. And I hear men say, yeah, don't lie to the woman. Tell the woman the truth. And then I say, well, is she telling you the truth? Is she telling you that if you run out of money or if you stop giving her money that she's going to leave right then and there? Is she telling you that?
Because every time you make me spend a lot of money, it motivates me to have to go get more.
Yeah, because you know if you don't, I'm not gonna win.
You're not gonna be with me.
I'm not gonna be with you if you ain't got no money.
No, and that's why I thank you for motivating me to get money and spending up all my money.
Yeah, I'ma always do that forever until you stop. And if you stop, I'ma get the fuck.
She telling you that? I don't think so. Now, I'm not here telling you that you should lie to women or that you shouldn't lie to women. What I'm telling you to do is adapt to dating because it has completely changed. This woman is literally like disrespecting the men that are paying for her lifestyle. Now, she talked about she felt like the man. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't really hear why she feels like she's the man, but let me just lay a few things out. Is she providing logic? Because most women are emotional, and it sounds like she's telling us how she feels, which would be categorized as emotions. Okay, fine. Is she protecting others' lives with her life? Or is she just looking for things that will benefit her life? Well, then why does she think that she's the man? Because the man is asking her if he misses or if she misses him? No, this is an interest question. The guy is just trying to figure out, do you actually like me? Do we actually have a connection? Or am I tripping? Am I spazzing out? Right? What is going on? I want to know if you're interested in me. She said, what is there to miss? The dick is what you miss. The time that you have with a person, the passion, the energy, the conversation, just being around certain people, you feel good. Right? And then when you know that you have somebody solid in your corner, you got somebody that got your back, that's a whole different ball game. But that's not what this woman is looking for. In fact, just looking at her face, I can tell you that she has a BBL, because when I look at a woman, I can almost see her age, right? Because the more work a woman has done on her face, the more she looks humanoid. Blow up dolls actually look like this as well. So if you love blow up dolls, or if you like things that look like blow up dolls, then she's perfect. I mean, she's not an ugly woman. I mean, I would put her on the side of attractive, but I also understand her mentality, and the mentality for me is a turnoff. The biggest thing that you guys have to understand, and the biggest thing that I'm learning about women today, is that they are for sale. They are selling to the highest bidder every single day. Whichever man comes with the highest price for the day, that's where she's going. And a lot of us don't realize that because we're still thinking about how things used to be in the past, or how we want things to be in the future, meaning we want that woman to be there for us. We want her to be that companion that's there no matter what. But this woman does not have that in her DNA. This woman does not have that in her software. I'm gonna go a step further and tell you why I'm putting this woman on wall watch. The damage and the trauma is the reason why she's speaking like this, right? For instance, when you think about a woman who has been damaged and traumatized, the question you should ask is, how is she coping with that? How is she handling that? Because there are also women who will shame men for getting out here unhealed, when women are the ones who get their asses back out here completely unhealed. They will get into a relationship with another man and let that man marry her, and she's not healed. So when I hear that, again, I just hear a whole bunch of shaming that usually goes against the man, and for whatever reason the man folds. She talked about feeling like the man. So immediately my mind was like, okay, is she constantly dealing with rejection? Is she constantly competing with the world? Is she constantly having to overcome obstacles, masculine obstacles? Then why the hell does she think that she's the man, or why does she even think that she's feeling like the man? The only thing she's doing is having a conversation. Now, those men may be a little more feminine, but not every woman gets a man to simp for them. Not every woman gets that. Now, if she gets that too many times, right? Like this is what happens when women put on the super suit, when they exchange their heart for that BBL, right? And now they feeling good about the BBL. Now they see that men are trying to be on their best behavior because they trying to get to the box. They trying to see what the bounce back is like. Now, the reason why I'm responding to this video clip is because this is the new mindset. This is the new world that we're living in. Women are selling themselves to the highest bidder every single day. Today's price is not yesterday's price, right? It could be higher, it could be lower. It's just like a stock. It just depends on how much you got and how much you're willing to continuously spend, because the next guy may come in ready to spend more than you, therefore pricing you out of something that you've already had. So in other words, like a man, you'd have to move on. Another reason why I'm responding to this is because men, we seem to think that we did something wrong, when in actual reality, what happened was you either ran out of money or you didn't have enough money for this woman's liking or for this woman's lifestyle or the way that she wants to live. This is also the mindset that a lot of women are giving to other women and making them think that the streets are so much fun. But then when you start hearing about the damage and the trauma and the horror stories, and you're like, damn, well, why didn't you just stay your ass in that relationship? Why didn't you just stay at home? Like, why did you feel the need to be outside? Now, while we're thinking about those questions, we just seen the answers with this woman speaking. So let's get to what I learned. What I learned from this clip is that women are literally selling themselves. It is a new day. This is something that used to be shamed, but it is no longer shamed. Women will also disrespect the men that are actually paying for her lifestyle. Now, to me, that is mind-boggling, because to disrespect the simps is crazy. These are the men that are cash apping her. Men in their right minds, in their right logical minds, are not cash apping her anything unless they have more than enough money. And then, again, this is my point. If they have the money to do it for her, guess what? She's not the only one that man is doing that for. So again, why would she want to disrespect the men that are paying for her lifestyle, that are paying for her face to continuously look like that? The reason why this woman is on wall watch is because her heart is clearly gone. It has clearly been exchanged for that BBL. Now, fellas, this is why I keep saying my message is adapt to dating. Figure out how you want to live, figure out what you want to do, and then do your best to live that way. Because the times that we're living in with modern women is completely different. These women literally care about themselves and themselves only. I mean, if you don't believe me, run this back. Listen to what she's saying. She wants a man to cash app her that she just disrespected. If that man is asking, do you miss me? He's gauging her interest. He's trying to see if this woman actually miss him, if she's feeling him, or if she's just around because of the money. Which again leads you to believe, or leads me to believe, that she's not telling this man the truth. She's telling this man what she thinks he wants to hear. Now, she may be completely disrespectful in how she's doing it, right? Or maybe she is telling him the truth. But the important thing for you to do is get your mind, your body, and your finances together. That way, if you decide that you want to deal with this woman and understand that you're going to be dealing with her for a small amount of time, then I would tell you to go ahead and have fun. But please understand, this woman is not a wife. This woman is not a companion. And more than likely, she's a fun girl. She's a fun girl, meaning she's going to give you headaches when you guys are not having fun. So keep those things in mind. But I do have a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.